Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to share a heartwarming story with you titled, Gene and the Legendary String. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Of course, if it's not your style, feel free to skip it, no hard feelings. Now, let's begin the story. If you think superheroes wear capes, you clearly haven't met Gene, my fluffy little warrior. His arch nemesis? Not a villainous mouse or a scary vacuum cleaner, but a humble piece of string, thin, colorful, and apparently infused with mysterious powers only he can detect. The moment I dangle the string in the air, Jin's pupils expand to dinner plate size, his whiskers twitch like antennae, and his entire body crouches into a hunter's stance. You'd think he's about to save the world. Then, with a leap worthy of an Olympic gymnast, he launches himself at the dangling thread. His paws swipe, his tail flicks, and he makes these hilarious half-growl, half-chirp noises as if he's communicating with the string in a secret cat language. To Gene, this isn't just a toy. It's a rival, a friend, and possibly the key to unlocking his hidden destiny as the greatest feline warrior of all time. Meanwhile, I can barely keep a straight face as I wiggle the string and watch him flip upside down, occasionally missing his target and rolling across the floor like a furry tumbleweed. Gene doesn't just chase the string, he strategizes. He'll pretend to lose interest, casually licking his paw as if to say, I don't care. But the moment the string moves, he springs back with lightning speed, proving that cats are basically furry ninjas with very selective attention spans. Sometimes he'll trap the string under his paw, only to lift it a second later and act surprised when it escapes. Other times, he tangles himself up completely, creating a knot so complicated it looks like modern art. Of course, when this happens, he freezes and gives me a look that clearly says, "Why did you let this happen to me?" As though I were the mastermind behind his predicament. The funniest moment is when Gene tries to carry the string around like a trophy. He struts through the room with it in his mouth, tail raised high, as if parading his victory for the world to admire. But since the string is longer than him, it inevitably gets stuck under a chair leg or caught on the corner of a table, leaving Gene confused and mildly offended. He'll tug with all his might, glance back at me for assistance, then finally drop it with a huff before launching himself at it again. Watching Gene play with his favorite string is more than just entertainment. It's a reminder of the pure joy found in simple things. To him, the string isn't just a piece of fabric. It's an adventure, a puzzle, a story that never ends. He doesn't need expensive gadgets or elaborate cat towers. All he wants is that string and someone to wave it around for him. And in those moments, I realize that life works the same way for us humans too. We often chase big goals, complicated dreams, or shiny distractions, forgetting how happiness can be tied to the smallest, silliest things. Gene doesn't care if he looks ridiculous flipping in the air or sliding across the floor. He's too busy enjoying himself. Maybe that's the secret, living fully in the moment, embracing the chaos, and finding laughter even when you end up tangled in knots. Every time Gene finally collapses on the floor, panting and triumphant, his string clutched between his paws like a prized possession, I can't help but smile. He's not just a cat playing with a toy. He's a little reminder that joy is always within reach, as long as we're willing to play. Jin's playful obsession with his string may seem like just a funny cat story, but it holds a powerful lesson for our modern lives. In a world overflowing with technology, deadlines, and constant noise, we often forget that joy can come from the simplest things. Gene doesn't need fancy toys or complicated distractions. His happiness is tied to a single piece of string and the thrill of chasing it. This reminds us that fulfillment doesn't always come from bigger achievements or material possessions. Sometimes, it comes from slowing down and appreciating what is already within our reach. Just like Gene, we can learn to immerse ourselves fully in small moments, whether it's enjoying a walk, savoring a meal, or laughing with a friend, without worrying about looking silly or wasting time. His playful determination also teaches resilience. When the string gets tangled, Gene doesn't give up. He jumps right back into the game. That spirit of persistence, mixed with lightheartedness, is something we can carry into our daily challenges. Life may pull us into knots, but with patience, curiosity, and a sense of humor, we can find our way back to joy. just as Gene always does with his beloved string.